whoa, 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 whoa. We got a fish on. Swimming out to the deep. Oh, it feels much better. Oh, it's a much better fish, guys. Much better fish, much better fish. Here we go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Central Florida Outdoors. I'm Josh, and today I have a little bit of an experiment. We're gonna be trying out a lesser known lake in Winter Haven, Florida, Lake Deer. Is it lesser known because it sucks, or is it a hidden gem that the locals don't want you to know about? Stay tuned, we're gonna find out together. Squad revolver. We're on the wind-blown bank. We do got a little bit of chop going on here, plus the water clarity is a little bit stained, so we're gonna see what happens. Here we go, first cast. See if we can't get a topwater bite first thing this morning. So it was a full moon last night, so probably not going to be the best fishing conditions this morning, but we'll see if we can still find a couple hungry bass that want to munch on something, even though they're probably up all night feeding. We'll go with a little topwater action to start the day here. Let's see. I'm just going to work this around these pads and up shallow, see if there's anything still up shallow feeding. This looks good up here. I have to work over these pads up. Oh, something else just busted. All right, we got some stuff moving. Whether they're bass or not, I don't know, but stuff's busting. It might be a gar, it might be a catfish. We're gonna work this whopper plopper, or sorry, the revolver for a bit, and then we'll switch it up. We got a fallen tree over here we could work around. That'll definitely come in handy later when it gets hotter too. We can flip in it. This back corner. Smells fishy over here. Dude, skipping up underneath all this stuff would be so good. Oh well, we'll come back to it later. We're gonna work this top water. I think once we get up to the lily pads up here, I'm gonna throw the frog, because I don't wanna miss that opportunity. And then we might switch to the other end of the lake, work around some more docks and structure. Switching over to the Spro flapping frog around these pads here. See if anybody's lurking underneath the pads. I'll tell you what, this lake looks really good. Has a lot of good cover and structure, vegetation. Now if there's just some bass in here that want to eat is the question. All right, let's go fish the other side before the sun gets too high. The other side's still shaded, so maybe we'll still have some better luck over there. The other side of the lake, so we can still have some shade over here. We're gonna try working these pads. This place is loaded with pads. There's got to be some fish under the pads, man. All right. Not even a sniff out of these pads yet. All the way down to the backing. Give the frog a few more casts, and then I think we're gonna switch back over to that other topwater, the revolver, and just work the edge of the pad, see if maybe a little bit more noise could drum up a bite. Fish Slabs spinnerbait here, BioBlade spinnerbait. We're going to work each section of this area with a few different baits. See if we can't pull anything up. All right, you got the spinnerbait in my hands. So we're going to run through here real quick with the spinnerbait. A little bit closer to the bushes. Fan cast this area. Bit of top water through here. Been fishing probably about almost an hour and a half and no bites yet. Paddletail swim bait next. Nothing so far. All right, one more cast of the swim bait. I think that bird's telling me to throw the swim bait on the pads. Either that or he's laughing at me. We're gonna go with laughing at me. All right, we're gonna switch over to the weightless worm, see what happens. June bug yum dinger. 5-inch stick bait. It's my preferred stick bait. Works just as good as the Senko, half the price. June bug is my preferred color. And when I rig these, you know, they have a slot for the hook when you put the hook through for the tip. I like to rig them backwards. I feel like I get more hang-ups if I have the tip of the hook sticking in that little slot. So I rig them backwards. And then bury the hook point. Weedless. All right. Let's give this a shot. Oh. Finally a fish. He's a dinker. There are fish in this lake. Whew, thank you, Jesus. Alright, he came on the yum dinger. Felt like he's gonna be bigger than that. Tiny little guy. He's pinned good though. There we go. Alright, little 6-inch bass. We're not even gonna enter him on freaking AI angler. That's just embarrassing. Got some weird thing going on with his tail down here. All right, thank you, little guy. We're gonna be throwing one of these little black label balsa wood crankbaits. All right, we're gonna fish this open water back over to where that down tree is. We're gonna throw some worms around the down tree, and then we might look for some structure in the deeper water, do some scanning. All right, boys and girls, we're about 3 hours into this attempt at this lake, and so far 1 bass, 0 misses, 0 other bites. The weather conditions are kind of it's getting a lot windier. Cloud cover is still good. I do see some fish moving out in a little bit deeper water, but nothing's biting besides that one little like 6 or 8 inch fish I caught earlier. So we're gonna, I guess, slow it down. We're gonna flip some worms into these trees here, possibly go back to the other side and try some more on the pads, and then look out in the deeper water, scan a little bit for some possible sunken structure, and we'll go from there. Let's go back here, flip some of this stuff. Ooh, this fish has got it. Get out of there. Pull him way up out of there. Dang, he was way up in there. All right, well, we got a second fish. Woo, let's go. Come on. Number 2. We're not skunking today. Ooh, hooked him through the bottom jaw. He was deep in that tree. All right, we gotta get through a little surgery, get this hook out of him. I mean, we'll enter this one into AI Angler just for the hell of it, but I don't think he's gonna do much for us, if anything. All right, we got the hook out of him. He's all good, no blood. Let's go ahead and pop him on the measuring board. Just so we can enter something into the app today. Just pull up the app. All right, we're gonna add a fish. Whole 13-inch fish. All right, get him lined up. Take the pick. "13-inch largemouth bass, submit." All right, little guy, thank you for the bite. I appreciate it. Let's see if there's anybody else hiding in these trees. All right, so that last fish came on a Zoom speed worm. We're gonna keep on flipping that around in here, see if we can't pull out any other ones. Oop, we got a fish on. Swimming out to the deep. Oh, it feels much better. Oh, it's a much better fish, guys. Much better fish, much better fish. Here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Get in the boat. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we were looking for. That's what we were looking for. Calm down, calm down. All right. Hell yeah. That's what we were looking for, guys. Look at that fish. Yes, yes, yes. That's probably a 3-pounder right there. Got him on the Zoom speedworm as well. Just flipping into this tree, man. All right. Look at that fish. All right, let's get a weight on this one. And we'll definitely be entering this one into AI Angler app. All right, let's see. What do we got here? 3.26. 3 1/4. It's a nice fish. Definitely was not expecting that after the little dinks I've caught. But that is nice. All right, let's get him in the AI Angler app here. So there are some decent fish up in this lake. Good to know. All right, no jumping. We're gonna do, looks like he's about 18.5 inches. $18.5 largemouth bass. Submit. All right, let's get a release. Appreciate the bite. Nice fat healthy fish. Love you, buddy. Thank you for the bite. Safe travels, my friend. And he's gone. Woo! Finally a good fish. Finally. All right, we're gonna move on. All right, I'm gonna work this weightless up shallow, and then I think I'm gonna flip the weighted worm down around these pads and in the pads. I got him right there on top. Come on. Oh, damn it. As I was reeling it up on top of the pads, something snagged it. Freaking grabbed it, and I freaking missed him. Okay, so that fish tried to eat me as soon as I came up on top of the pads there, so he was lurking right at the edge. All right, we're gonna flip the weighted worm around. All right, now we're gonna try running this paddle tail swim bait over top of these pads. And I think we're gonna move on after this. Oh, bird's trying to get my bait. Get out of here, bird. Oh, did y'all see that? Oh, I took my tail. All right, so there's definitely some active fish in here. I'm gonna rebait and we're gonna get back in there. Flip back up into this boat slip, see what's anything back in there. Ooh, that's a bite. Get out of there, get out of there, fish. Get out of there, get out of there. Yes! Another one. That's a fat little guy. That's a pretty one too. I knew there'd be something underneath that boat slip, man. That's why you use 50-pound braid in Florida. They were like, why are you using such heavy line? Hell, this is why. There we go. He's a fat little guy. Not huge, but he's got a good belly on him. All right, hell yeah. We'll go ahead and enter him into the AI Angler app as well. Why not, right? Actually, let's cool this down. It's been sitting in the sun. All right, So number 4. Pull the app up. Add a fish. Do not jump, boy. Picture taken, we're going 14.5 inches. Submit. All right. Thank you, buddy. And that one came on that Zoom speed worm once again for the win. All right, let's move on. Ooh, that's a fish. Got another one. That's it. Feels like a decent fish. Stay down. Oh yeah, decent fish, decent fish. Another one. Spot lock. Come on, get in the boat. Oh yeah, another 3-pounder right there, guys. Hell yeah. All right, that got that on the Fish Lab Nature Series soft swim bait. Damn, he's feisty. Chill, bro, chill. Chill, bro, chill. Ow. All right. Nice fish, nice fish. Gonna wait on this one. I'm gonna say he's pushing 3 as well. Two, 7, 8. Almost a 3-pounder. This lake is turning out not to be so bad. Just got off to a slow start this morning. All right, we're gonna enter this one in. Let's see how long this one is. Do not jump, boy. Close your mouth. 18.25. All right, 18 inches and 1/4. Largemouth bass, submit. All right. All right, Bubba. Thank you for the bite. I appreciate that. Hell yeah. See you later, buddy. And away she goes. All right, let's throw in another swim bait and get back at it. So this is probably my favorite technique to fish soft paddle tail swim bait. Is I like to run them across the top of the pads, just like a topwater, but then when I get to the edge of the pads, I let them sit and sink. That way, if any fish were hanging at the edge of the pads, or if they were following me out and they just didn't want to expend the energy and blow up on it, it gives them a chance to eat it without having to do that. All right, back to it then. But on the way out, I'm gonna scan with my graph to see if I see any structure. And if we do, we'll stop and fish it. There it is, we found it. I don't know what that is, but it's something big. All right, we're gonna post up and we're gonna fish this. Probably drag a Carolina rig over top of it. It's probably a sunken boat, to be honest with you. Been finding a lot of sunken boats. All right, we've found some structure out in the middle of this lake. So I'm going to toss this Carolina rig around to see if we can't pull a fish off of it. Damn it, it's not where I want to go. It's freaking wind, man. Oop, there's a fish. Got him. Got him. Got him. Got him. Oh, and there he goes. All right, point proven. There are fish down there on that structure. Let's see if we can find another one down there. I wonder if I can get down deep enough with that square bill to hit it. All right, we're gonna try throwing this little square bill. Well, it's actually a round bill, but may not get down deep enough, so we might have to switch it up. Let's see if we can get down deep enough to smack some of the structure. Hit something there. Getting a little bit of structure. All right, we're gonna switch it up for something that dives just a little bit deeper. Alrighty, I tied on this 13 fishing jabber draw. It dives to about 7 to 9 feet, so that would be plenty of depth for us to get down into any sort of structures right here, because it's only about 6 feet. We'll see what we can bang it up against down there. There's some. Oh, we just got nailed. We just got nailed. First cast with that down there. Stay down, 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 stay down. Get in the boat, get in the boat, get in the boat, yeah! Look at that. Love it when a plan works out. All right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Chill out, buddy. Look at you. All right, we'll add him to our AI angler. I'm gonna say he was 15 1/4. Thanks for the bite, buddy. Backflip. All right, that was the first cast with this crankbait that got down to the right depth that we needed, and we got nailed. So let's make a few more casts. Over here. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for us here today on Lake Deer. So Lake Deer, hidden gem or a bust? I'm gonna lean more towards a hidden gem. I wouldn't call it a gem. It definitely has potential. There's multiple types of habitat for these bass here. You got pads, you got reeds, you got docks, you got underwater structure. So we're ending the day with 5 fish. One a little over 3 pounds. We got another one that was 2.5 pounds, and a couple little dinks. We missed 2 fish and lost 1 fish. So all in all, not too bad, especially for a lake that I've never fished before in the middle of summer here in Florida and the morning after a full moon. So in conclusion, I would say this lake definitely has the potential to be a hidden gem. It doesn't suck, that's for sure. Proved that one today. So let me know down in the comments if you guys have ever fished this lake, if you did any good, or if you skunked. And if there's any other obscure lakes in Central Florida that you guys want me to hit to see if they're a hidden gem or if they just suck, drop those down in the comments too. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Catch you later.